this series, we're going to learn how to gradually increase your harmonic vocabulary as a composer, not as a performer. We're not interested in this. We're not interested in keyboard skills, none of that. This is all about gradually increasing your harmonic vocabulary and scale vocabulary to where things become second nature. One of the things I've noticed that holds people back from increasing their harmonic vocabulary drastically is consistency and upkeep. Those are the two biggest keys right there. You literally have to create a schedule for yourself and keep with it. For instance, I get up every single morning and I run through a bunch of different exercises, but I change them daily because I don't need to do them all the time now. So that's where harmonic upkeep becomes very important. And again, we're not interested in keyboard performance. Literally, let performers worry about that stuff. We're more interested in harmonic upkeep and consistency and learning new things, and use notation as well. So we're just going to take one root and we're just going to do a bunch of scales over the top of it. I would start with the basic scales first. And we're going to time this just to see how long it takes out of your day. Major, Mixolydian, Lydian, minor or Aeolian, Dorian, Phrygian, Locrian. Okay, so it's about 30 seconds of your day. That is not a huge dent out of your day. So what you want to do is once you have it mastered in one root, you move the root up and just keep doing the same thing. Until it's second nature, and that includes with notation. Because again, we're not interested in becoming Chopin, we're just memorizing scales that we can use as compositional tools, and just keep moving the root up until you can do it in all 12 roots. That includes notation to it, and I would highly recommend doing that as well. So, which brings us to the second step when you're doing this exercise. You do this exercise like once every other day or something. Gradually add scales and let it become habit to do these kind of exercises almost on a every other day basis, because you don't want to get too bored with exercises. So I'm going to go ahead and time this. Major, Mixolydian, Lydian. Do it slow. Minor, Dorian, Phrygian, Locrian, altered scales, harmonic minor, melodic minor, Lydian flat 7, Mixolydian flat 6, Phrygian dominant, harmonic major, double harmonic major, Dorian sharp 4, Locrian sharp 6, whole tone, one less tone, diminished, half whole, diminished whole half, one extra tone, less than a minute and 30 seconds, where you want to do it on all the roots, and you want to probably break it up so you're not doing this all in one shot. Maybe break it up between different days. The reason being is you don't want to do it all day one day and then forget about it for 2 weeks. You're better off doing it consistently every few days. That way you don't get super bored with it, and it only takes a minute and 30 seconds out of your life, as you've seen, just going through a ton of different scales, which leaves room open for other harmonic exercises and learning new moves during your practice session of harmonic practice and increasing your harmonic vocabulary. Consistency is key, but also there's the factor of efficient practice. If you're just pounding this out one day and then forgetting it for 2 weeks and then trying to pound it out again 2 weeks later and then forgetting it again for another 2 weeks, that's not very efficient practice, and the retention is going to be very minimal. So you have to find that kind of fine point between consistency and boredom. You don't want to get too bored but you also want to be consistent. So I'd do something like this maybe every other day and alternate it between other types of harmonic exercises, which I'll show you in this series. But again, the key to increasing your harmonic vocabulary to make it very large is consistency. You have to just keep doing these things all the time for the rest of your life, pretty much. Exercises like this, which includes notating them too.